Hey coaches, welcome to I Coach Football. I'm your host, Joel Forsberg, and as you know, this channel is dedicated to helping coaches like yourself become much more successful in both youth tackle and youth 7-on-7. Today, guys, I'm going to give you a play. I would like to take credit for this play. I really would. I could invent a play like this now, knowing what I know about 7-on-7, but I didn't invent it. It was probably like year 2, way back about 8 years ago now, coaching. And one of my players came up and said, "Coach, I got an idea." I was like, "What is it?" He said, "Why don't we just get everybody to clear out and then I'll run across the middle of the field and catch the ball." And what was it? He was talking about your classic drag route. So that's what we're going to talk about today. Let's jump right in. I'll show you the concepts. And guys, we use this all the time and it works. Let's take a look at it. All right, coaches, this is the play I'm going to show you. It's the Z drag and also the X drag. We run it with our Z and our X. This is basically a play where everybody is doing a vertical except for the Z or the X. They are doing a drag route. And the timing is really important on this because this is primarily a strong play against a man defense. It can be run against a zone, and I'll tell you why. So basically, what do we have here? We got 4 verticals. But now these verticals, you don't want them bunching up. You want these guys taking advantage and splitting the safeties. So if this is a zone and the guys up front are not moving, then what you want to do is take advantage of that and split the safeties. And the way you split the safeties is, so the H is going to go full send or the H fly that I've explained in a different video. He's going straight up the middle. The Y is coming out. Now I want the Y, so the 2 receivers on the side that are going vertical, so in this case it's the Y and the X. I want that Y to go right towards the outside shoulder of the safety. I want him to draw this safety away onto this Y. This Y is going to be our decoy in this play. So he runs right up next to that safety and hopefully draws that safety in. Now the X is doing outside release and going right up the sideline. If this corner is worth his salt, he's going to stay with them, and that play is no good. That's a very hard pass to make. I always tell my quarterbacks, do not pass against a receiver pinned against the sideline with a defensive player. That is statistically one of the worst passes to try to make. So if this X is flying, now if it's a zone and this corner is just kind of backpedaling and this guy blows by him, oh my, that's going to be a beautiful pass right there because there is nobody over the top of that, and that's a right-handed quarterback I have right now, and this X can catch and he can run fast and he's out here. This safety's locked on here. So if it is a zone and I can tell that these guys are just kind of backpedaling and not really dropping out or locking on, then I'm going to say, look, hit that X, he's going to be open. And that X is going to go up the sideline and he will be open. Okay. Same over here. This F, I don't want this F just running straight at this guy right here. I want him running away to draw him away, because in this safety's mind, he might be looking at this H and he might draw over to this H. Okay, he might just start creeping over. He might see that that H has been hurting him in that other pass play we have called the H fly. Then he might be kind of coming over here and not even looking at this F, because this F is going to take an outside release and really try to get some distance from that S, but without going too slow. I don't want him going way out here. I want him to come get enough distance where he can get some separation from him like that. The primary target in this is the Z. And we're really going to run this play well against a man defense, because what's going to happen is all these guys are going to lock on, go, 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 and go, and there's going to be nobody in the middle. Now, the only way this timing works, if this Z takes off right away, he's going to run into traffic. So it's really like a trick play almost. I tell my Z and my X, goof off like you don't know what you're doing. Like, especially if this guy's pressing you, press him back and let him get hands on you for a little bit and kind of fight with them. And I would even say something like, "Come on, let me go," or something like that. Like, distract him But you got to spend some time. It's a 1-1000, 2-1000, 3-1000. You're not releasing till 3-1000. And if he's playing off you a little bit, run up to him kind of slow and just look at him and like do some fake moves. Make him think that you don't even know what you're doing. Like you just forgot the play. You're kind of just jogging out at him. You're slacking off on the play. All right, and then as soon as you count to 3-1,000, it's bam, you're shooting across the middle here at about 8 to 10 yards. And you're dragging right across the middle right here, and that ball's there every time. And this is every single time that we're playing man defense. If the quarterback throws an accurate ball and the guy is going to be open, and this is a money play. The X drag, same thing as the X drag. But you got to get that 1-1,000, and we work that in practice. If they're pressing, we'll fight a little bit. 1-1,000, 2-1,000, 3-1,000, and then bam, full speed right across the middle. Get some depth, and you can tell them. You can say, hey, we need to get 8 yards on this. You got to get a little deeper, but make sure he's doing that stall. Now, if they are playing zone here up front, we've still hit the X and the Z. What happens is these guys are looking and they're seeing that nobody else is coming in their zone. Everybody's going vertical. So naturally, a lot of times you'll see these guys just start to back up. It's like, hey, there's nobody coming in my zone. What do? Everyone's going deep. I might as well go deep too. So even though they're supposed to play this zone, he's supposed to play this zone, he's probably playing this zone, they're going to start backing up because they just don't see anybody coming in their zone. He does, so he's going to stay. If he's playing this zone or he's playing man, he's going to stay with this X. But this guy's like, I don't know, maybe I'll come drift over here. These guys start drifting back. Even if they drift back, 6 or 7 yards, this is still a target. And then this X, we got to train this X, come and cut in front of them. Sometimes we also work this. Sometimes these guys play really hard, staunch zone, like they don't move. We played one team, these kids were big. Their linebackers were just really big, long-limbed kids, and it was hard to throw anything in here because they could just get it, and they just wouldn't move. So what I said to my ex is, I said, we're going to hit this, but the corners were going. The corners were on, but the middle guys weren't. The middle guys were playing like kind of a zone hybrid. So what I would tell the ex is, come out here, run all the way across the field, hit him when he pops out the other side. Because these guys would kind of, they're actually tighter than this. They would kind of be just in here like this. And that X would come behind him, run right behind him like this. And then just, as soon as he popped out the other side, the ball came over to him. And you can do the same with the Z. So that's multiple ways of playing that X drag and the Z drag. You guys are going to have a lot of success with this. It's really great because if you need a deep route, you have it. All right, you got 4-on-2 in most situations. See that? So 4 verticals, you're taking advantage of these safeties. If it's cover 3 and this guy drops, you still have a 2-on-1 over here on this safety. I mean, which does he go here and get? Then Y get open, or does he go here? So, if you can tell that they're dropping a corner to go into cover 3, or maybe dropping 2 corners or cover 4, then this guy's going to get open. This guy's going to get open right across the middle, because that usually means that these guys are not moving a lot out of here, and this guy's going to come right through. He's going to pop out the back end, and it's going to be a thing of beauty. All right. A lot of ways to take advantage of a defense on this one. Definitely have it in your arsenal. Practice it up. And you can do this out of your own formation. Obviously I have this formation. You can do it out of any formation. You can get these guys, but it's usually you want to be your outside players that are doing the drag route. And then everybody else is just clearing everybody else out. And there you go. Just like that. And like I said, you can run this out of multiple formations. Put this in your arsenal. Give it a shot. You guys will love it. Thanks for watching. I'll see you later.